Welcome to Module 3. In this module, we're going to talk about our first filter. How many people want what you've got? The investment world is full of acronyms, initials that stand for something. It's like a code. Once you know the code, it's like those wizards mumbling incantations. Except in this case, we're not conjuring up clouds of magic. We're concentrating on conjuring up piles of money, which if you think about it, kind of is like magic. One of those incantations is called TAM, which I always thought was a short for a tam o' shanter, a woolen cap of Scottish origin with a tight headband and a wide, flat, circular crown, and usually a pom-pom in the center that you saw some girl wearing once. Well, to my surprise, that's not it at all. TAM stands for Total Addressable Market. That means if everyone that could benefit from your solution bought it, how much money would that end up being? Let me give you an example using two drugs that are currently on the market. Brelina is used in the prevention of stroke and heart attack in patients with heart disease. It's estimated that a whopping 121.5 million adults in the U.S. have some form of heart disease and so could benefit from this drug. On the other hand, roxadustat is used to treat anemia of chronic kidney disease. Around 37 million U.S. adults have chronic kidney disease. So the heart drug could benefit 121 million people, while the kidney drug could benefit just 37 million. That's a huge difference. The heart drug is potentially 3.3 times bigger, so it's a really important factor to consider. Usually, total addressable markets are shown in dollar amounts, but you get the idea. This metric gives you an idea of just how much potential is out there, and that's important. In fact, it's so important we made it our first filter. We want a really big market. If someone invents the best thing on the planet, but only a small number of people can benefit, it's not going to get very big, is it? No, we want to invest in companies that can become huge, even if they got maybe 1 or 2% of a really gigantic market. So think about it. Would you rather be the best player on your high school baseball team or just a competent player on a major league championship team? We always want to shoot for the major leagues, and to do that, we need a really big total addressable market. Let me give you an example that's relevant to us right now. One of our companies has been working on finding a cure for COVID. But in the process, they discovered their solution can work for virtually any virus. That means the common cold and the flu and a host of others like herpes, for example. So in that case, what's your total addressable market when you're talking about the common cold? That's right, it's every human being on Earth. I mean, who hasn't had a cold? That's the kind of total addressable market we're looking for. I'll give you another example that's more personal. When I was young, I loved art and wanted to make my living either producing it or selling it. I just wanted to be around it. Since I like to eat and pay my rent, I made the practical decision and decided to sell it. So I got a job at the biggest and fanciest gallery in the Seattle area. Actually, it's over in Bellevue. And after getting to know the ropes, I became their top salesman, earning a commission on the art I sold. And as their top salesperson, I was making a whopping $30,000 per year. After doing that for several years, I came to the conclusion that I was the biggest fish in a very small pond. So if I wanted to really make some real money, I'd be better off to be a small fish in a very big pond. Because a small take of a very big market still pays you many times what being a big fish in a small market will provide. And that's when I switched to finance, because if you're interested in making more money, it is literally the biggest pond there is. And now that is the pond we're all swimming in, which is why it's important we learn terms like TAM and other magical incantations that will help us succeed. So that's what we're going to talk about in our next module, filter number 2, investing in a company with a massive technological advantage and an unassailable moat.